Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks Best Country, 105.1 The Bull.
Hi, this is Joy Robertson. As many of you know, I love food. I love finding new restaurants. I love trying new dishes. And most of all, I love talking to the many great restaurateurs and entrepreneurs we have here in the Ozarks and beyond. I love hearing their stories, and that's what this podcast is all about, learning more about them and their journey. So join me as we savor the Ozarks. This podcast is all about nostalgia. I'm at a little hot spot on West College Street in Springfield that is, if you're traveling Route 66, if you're a fan of Route 66, if you're a fan of good food, classic cars, things like that, you're going to love College Street Café. And I am with the owner this morning, Mary Lou Meierotto, and I want to hear the backstory on this place. It's just comfort food to the max. It's fun. Tell me how you wound up here.
Completely by accident. I was actually a cook for the gentleman that owned us previous, and he retired and saw the opportunity to expand on what he had already started. And I met wonderful people along the way. Beverly Bebop is who actually ran this cafe during the 70s. And she still owned the building, so I was fortunate enough to meet her, rent the building from her, and unfortunately, she's since passed, but she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And her children then presented to me to continue on with the business and her legacy. So that is what I'm doing.
So when did this place open originally?
This opened in there's a debate. 1953, 1954. So it's always been a hometown place, a place where people feel at home. Years ago, there were factories all around here. And this was a place where they came to eat a quick lunch, have a reasonable price meal. We continue to try and live up to that, where we keep our prices affordable for the people in our community. And introducing new things, because you can't. You stay with. You take what's good with the old and introduce some new things, and that's what we try and do. And we have wonderful, wonderful guests that come in here. I have one gentleman who this was his first meal that he ate here, that he was able to buy on his own when he was 16 years old. He worked at a chicken factory that processed chickens. He's in his 70s now, and I have the original countertop. I've changed a lot of things, but I kept the original countertop. And he remembers where he sat, and that was such a wonderful story. I loved hearing that.
And he still comes in?
He's since retired, and so he lives in Marshfield now. Okay. But wonderful. You hear so many stories like that of people who came there with their parents, their grandparents, and this is where they came to eat.
And I'll bet it was a big deal back in the day. Mom and Dad would come in with the kids, and the kids would probably beg to sit at the counter, because there's just nothing like a counter stool.
Oh, right. And they still want to sit up there. They still want to sit there and have those memories.
I'm trying to remember when I've been here if I've sat anywhere but the counter. I really don't remember. So just a little history. Route 66, everybody's familiar with that, but it actually got its name here in Springfield. And I'd need John Sellers from the History Museum to explain this story, but they were talking about what are we going to call this route, and it was the numbered highway system, and 66 just rolled off the tongue, right? And they're like, okay, let's just go with Route 66. And it became a huge deal, and then there was a song, and it was a thing, and it still is. But the 100th anniversary of Route 66 is coming up in 2026. You get a lot of people in here from a lot of different places. As a matter of fact, just after I walked in the door of this very busy restaurant on a Friday morning, and I'm sure it's always like this, you say a bus load of travel writers and bloggers just left here. Where were they from?
It was a wonderful group of guests, and they were a family from Tokyo, the Netherlands, Germany, Paris, Brazil. Germany? Did I say Germany already? I think I did.
Wow.
It was a great group of guests, and there'll be another 20 coming in for lunch. So there's so much excitement about Springfield that maybe as we grow here, we don't understand it. You're from here and you think, but we have a really special place here with really wonderful people and so many great things that are right here in Springfield. And on Route 66, but take the path off Route 66, and you're going to find some wonderful places like mine, little coffee shops, just great people that you'll remember and love.
Well, and people come from all over the world to travel Route 66. They'll go from Chicago to LA. They'll come right through here. And I think our Convention and Visitors Bureau has done an amazing job of promoting this big event that they're going to have next year. And then we have the big festival every summer, which is well attended.
Oh, yeah.
You get a lot of visitors through here from all over the world.
All over the world. And they're all so happy to be here. They want to be here. They're happy. And I love seeing that. I love hearing their stories. And they take pictures, show their families once they get back home. So, in a little way, we're all ambassadors for the United States. Our kindness, the things we do. And it's a good feeling. They see the good part of the United States.
I love the way you said that, Mary Lou, because it's true. We're an ambassador for our country, but also for our city and our region.
Right.
And it's just a wonderful place. But this is a jewel along the route, or is it along the route? I get really confused about where the actual route ran. Like, you see signs, but I'm not real sure. Is College Street on 66? You said take a little detour off, so I'm not sure.
We're on Route 66. Okay. There's a big sign right on the street that says Route 66.
Okay.
So we are definitely on Route 66.
Okay. Well, this is one of those streets, but you know, I've lived here a long time, and I go right past those signs. I don't think anything about it anymore. But if you asked me to drive through, I would be a little bit hard pressed to do that. But I know people stop at some of the iconic places. Where were the little hotels, and where was this and that. And what a great stop. But you have a heck of a local following here.
Oh, we do. And that's, the foreign travelers, they're perfect. But it's our people right here. It's our local people. That's who we really love to see come in. We have extended our hours because there were so many people who work during the day and we want to come. So we've extended our hours Monday through Friday till 8 o'clock at night. So, but with the winter coming on, I hope we get to make it through. Otherwise, we might have winter hours. In January, we might need to close down because it is, it's that time of year when everyone's cozy up at home. Yeah. But if you're out, come on down because we'd love to see you. And I've got great night cooks, wonderful evening cooks.
Okay, so until recently, you were pretty much breakfast and lunch only.
Right. But now we're expanding our hours to be open till 8 o'clock at night.
That's amazing. That is good news.
And we'll be making a lot of homemade soups and stews and things like that just to warm your soul and have good company.
Well, I love your menu, and you mentioned that, and one of the things I saw on the menu that really has my interest is the chili with grilled cheese. Hello? I mean, what's more comfort food than that?
And we that is one of our biggest sellers right now, is our chili and grilled cheese. We've probably made 4 or 5 big pots of chili already this week. And that's one thing that we try and do, is make sure everything is cooked fresh, served fresh. I have a wonderful local butcher that cuts my some of my meats for me, not all of my meats, but we try never to have anything come in frozen as far as meat. All of our meats are fresh. So we just keep everything fresh.
Good ingredients, good fresh cooking. So you worked here before you bought the place, but what did you do before that? Did you have aspirations of owning your own restaurant?
I've had another restaurant. I had a large, to me it was large. It seated about 125 people, and it was a buffet style. But due to circumstances in my life, I sold it to some young men, and I don't think they have it anymore. But
was it here?
No, it was in Mountain Grove, Missouri.
Okay, all right.
And I missed it. And I thought, this is perfect. A little 39-seat restaurant. Perfect. I can do this by myself.
Okay, I love hearing about your background. And just as you sat down, you were talking about the international visitors. And you mentioned you have a son overseas in Vienna, Austria. Tell me what he does.
Daniel is a graduate of Mountain Grove High School up in Mountain Grove, and he went to college for a short time. Yeah, this is what you can do with a 2-year education. So don't let people tell you that you have to do that 4-year education. He continued his education, but he works for the United Nations.
The United Nations. Did you hear that? The guy, your son works for the UN. That is amazing. What does he do?
He's in the what technical side, computers. Okay. He's a computer geek.
That is fascinating.
Yes.
Did he?
He's worked there for almost 20 years now.
Oh my gosh! Did the job take him to Vienna?
Actually, my grandson took him to Vienna. Okay. Because his wife was born in Munich. I know it's a joyful story, but my grandson was born very ill with a life, and due to the doctor's communication, his wife, it was easier to speak in that language. But Max was such a blessing. Look what he's done. He took my son to Vienna, got a job at, they have a wonderful life there. They miss the United States, but it has been miraculous, the things that have happened, all because my grandson Max.
Do you visit there often?
Yeah, I try to go as often as I can because I have twin granddaughters over there, and they took me to Greece this summer, so I love it.
Bucket list, I haven't been yet.
I would go back in a heartbeat, but I love to go there, and it's a joy of seeing my granddaughters. My grandson has just passed, but he has blessed us so much. We were so blessed by Max. And he's opened so many doors for us that we never thought would be possible.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that about Max, but it sounds like there are so many blessings. And what an interesting life you live. From the College Street Café in Springfield, Missouri, all the way to Vienna, Austria, and beyond. When you travel, do you like to visit local spots? Do you pay a lot of attention to the food?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh yes. This is a podcast, so you can't see my pictures, but they let me in the kitchen. Like, Mr. Mangioli, that was his name. I know it sounds like it's Italian, but it was Greece. And he took me in the kitchen. He looked like just a typical what you would think. Big man with curly hair, and he took me to his pizza oven. He showed me how he made pizza. And I went back 3 times, and it was a little family place. And they were so delighted. They couldn't hear enough about Springfield and my little cafe. And then we went out into for a long drive, and we stopped and ate there. And I took pictures of the kitchen there, and they put a performance on for me. So, yeah, us cooks stick together. We loved it, and we had so much fun.
Well, text me the pictures or email them or whatever, and I will put some on my social media. We could share that. And if I go to Greece, you're the first person I'm going to call because I want to know where to find this place for sure. But that, to what degree did you take things that you wanted on this College Street Cafe menu? Did you change things when you took over? Do you change it very often, or has it just kind of been the mainstays for many years?
No, I've changed it. And, well, we're fortunate to be next to the car museum.
Yes.
And so if you notice our burgers, they're all named after cars. Mainly. Not all of them.
You've got the hot rod, the big wheel, the GTO, the Rolls-Royce triple bacon cheeseburger, the T-Bird topped with egg. It's a fun menu, and the car museum right behind you. Yeah. I mean, talk about a nondescript, mostly little building, and you walk in the door, and it's mind blowing.
It is. I love it. But I took the traditions of, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I took the traditions of my family. What did they like? And because one of the joys about food and being in a restaurant is it brings families together. So what does that better than meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy? Yeah. Those home meals, those things that remind you of home. And so we have open-faced roast beef. We'll do specials with open-faced turkey. Just we do smothered pork chops. So we bring those back because a lot of people don't know how to cook those things anymore.
Do you spend a lot of time cooking in the kitchen?
Not as much as I used to, only because I'm spoiled. They've got the best cooks in the world. I have a young man that's an old soul, and he makes the best soups. He seasons and he tastes, and how's this taste? How's that taste? I'm so lucky. I am the lucky. And I don't know if you noticed that Alicia that I was talking to earlier, she's been with this business for 18 years in this building. So I inherited her. She comes with the building. And I'm so blessed.
Well, your staff, I mean, that means talk about family.
Oh, we are. We are, sometimes a dysfunctional family, but a family nonetheless.
Well, there's so goes the restaurant business.
And I know this is maybe inappropriate to tell, but everybody has a past. Everybody has a story. We are a story of recovering addicts. Okay. My cook, that a lot of people wouldn't have put up with, is a recovering alcoholic, 3-4 years sober. Another cook of mine is a recovering drug addict that is super fantastic. So when you think out there, when you're looking at who should I hire, don't always look at that past. Don't look at that record. Look them in the eyes. And that's what I try to do. And I have the best staff in the world. The best.
I love to hear you say that because everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift, and everybody deserves the chance to get better. Mm-hmm. And everybody makes mistakes, but get better and find your people. Yeah. Find your people and find your passion, and they found it here. I love that.
Yeah, they're fantastic. But I don't want them to feel like as being a part of a family, you grow and change. So I don't want to suffocate them and make it feel like you have to stay here. I want them to go farther. I want them to do greater things. But for now, they bless me. They have blessed me so much. I am so fortunate. I'm so fortunate.
Man, boss of the year right here. Yeah. Working for somebody like Mary Lou. What a deal. So let's get back to the menu. I mean, I've got one in front of me. Always fresh hand patted burgers. That's a lot of work to do that. You got chili cheese fries, fried mushrooms. You got a good old chef salad, which is always good. I love a salad. BLT, club sandwich, meatloaf. This is, and then breakfast. We haven't even touched on breakfast yet. What's your busiest time of the day?
Probably 12:30.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if the breakfast crowd was the biggest or lunch.
Breakfast too. But breakfast moves faster. Because people cook. I mean, people are in a hurry and you cook fast. You just always have to be. People don't want to wait on breakfast. So you're moving it fast and you're getting people in and out, in and out. And so you won't see it. Doesn't look like as many people are in here. It's because they're eating and moving because they have to get to work.
Okay. No, you make a good point. You've got an early bird special here, Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 a.m., which is great, and it's what you'd expect it to be. A couple of eggs, meat, hash browns, toast, or you can get the silver dollar pancakes, which I'm sure are delightful. But you've got everything here from breakfast sandwiches to a skillet. You've got a breakfast burrito. You've got fried chicken for breakfast. Yes, please. What's your biggest seller at breakfast time?
Country fried steak.
Is it?
Yes. But some people are disappointed. I'm going to be honest with you. But I have been doing this a long time. And a country fried steak, we get a big debate over a piece of meat. They think it should be beef, which it can be beef. Most people probably do, well, and I will do beef. But the price point is a lot higher. And the product I have, which is the butcher cuts for me, we use pork.
Okay.
But a country fried steak is like, it can be veal, it can be chicken, it can be beef, it can be pork. People debate that with me and say no, but I disagree. But anyway, I will be offering the beef for the people who want the beef, but they will be paying a higher price.
Well, but that's one of the things you have to sort of do the math on.
Yeah.
And I never knew there was a debate over how a country fried meal should be. Like, what should it be? I had no idea.
Yes.
But listen, you won't ever see me walk away from a fried pork steak.
Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious. And it's actually a pork tenderloin that we use, so there's hardly any fat in it. But I'm working on the beef product. I've had them make me some. I wasn't satisfied with them. I thought it was too tough. And so I said, no, I'm not going to sell that. So when I get it down right, they're going to be offered a beef country fried steak.
Okay, good to know. You got oatmeal. You got pancakes, biscuits, and gravy. Whose recipe for the gravy?
Phil's to cook. But it's hard to... Sometimes we do have to use a pre-mixed gravy because everybody does not know how to make gravy. It's one of those weird things that you have to have a niche to do it.
Right.
And he does. And he's my breakfast cook, so.
Is it a sausage gravy?
Sausage gravy. And then if you request no sausage, because there's a lot of people that don't like sausage, we can do it on occasion. We'll do our best we can, put it that way.
What's your lunchtime? What's everybody clamoring for at lunchtime? Burgers or what?
Hamburgers or meatloaf. We sell a lot of meatloaf.
So it's not necessarily a special. You have it every day.
We have it every day, but Monday's Meatloaf Monday.
Okay, well, what are the other days?
Tuesday's optional. Depends what the cook wants to make. Wednesday is the country fried steak. Thursday's optional. Friday's always catfish and shrimp. Sometimes frog legs just for good measure if I feel like making them.
Oh, the good old staple frog legs in the South and the Midwest.
Yeah.
We dig our frog legs. Man, this is good stuff. And, it's been a steady stream of people in here this morning, and I know that it's that way every single day. And so we're getting on to about, let's see, it's a little after 10 o'clock. I would imagine you're getting ready for your lunch rush.
We've been getting ready for lunch since we opened this morning because you have to time everything, and so we've been preparing because we do our like onions, tomatoes, all those things we cut fresh daily. So, and we're making breakfast and prepping for lunch.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
There's a lot of prep work with any restaurant, but are weekends busier than the week, or does it? I would think there might be more people rolling for breakfast on a weekend just because they may have a little more time. I don't know.
We have a great breakfast on Saturday. This restaurant wasn't always open on Saturdays. Then when I opened it on Saturdays. But no, we have a tremendous Saturday business. We're closed on Sundays.
Okay, good.
Closed on Sundays. And that day on Saturday, we're only open till 2. We are not open Saturday evening.
I knew you were open on Saturday because I've been in on a Saturday. You're wanting somebody to come over here. Who is it?
This is my friend, one of those gentlemen I was talking about, and he's worked for me for close to 10 years. And this is Steve. I call him Steve-O. And I'd like you to see what he has to say about Mary Lou.
I would love that. Hi, Steve-O.
Hello. How are you?
What do you think about working here? How long have you been here?
I've been here 10 years. I love working here. It's easy work. We're always busy. And Mary Lou's the greatest lady to work for, so.
Is she now? Why is she so great?
She's just nice. She takes care of us. She lets us do what we need to do, which is get the food out and make our customers happy, so.
Well, she's sitting right in front of you. So I think, though, if you and I stepped outside, you'd tell me the same thing.
Oh, no, I'd tell you the same thing.
What do you do here, Steve?
I'm a cook, so.
What are you doing right now? Besides talking to us, what were you doing in the kitchen?
Oh, I was washing dishes.
Okay, so
I'm out here. I would be back there washing dishes. That's what they make me do.
Okay. Well, they have to be washed. They have to be washed.
They have to be washed.
So, what do you do to help prep for lunch? And what's your favorite thing to cook?
Probably chicken fried steaks. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but on a daily basis, we prep up onions, tomatoes, make our meatloaf, which is fresh daily. Today we're doing fish, so I got all the fish cut and breaded up, ready to roll. So make cornbread.
Ooh, cornbread. You had me at cornbread.
I need cornbread.
Really?
Yes.
Honey, a sweet cornbread. Is it a cornbread like a loaf or a pan, or is it a muffin?
It's a pan, so it's a...
I just love me some cornbread. Is this place like a family to you?
Yes, most definitely.
Why?
Because, I mean, we've all worked together I've worked with Mary Lou and my server for the whole 10 years I've been here, and then the kitchen crew's all the same people, so, I mean, we all got close, so.
Do you ever get, like, an order from the restaurant and you know who ordered it? Like, in other words, you get the ticket back there and you're like, oh, that's Joy. It must be Joy. Do you ever get those kind of orders?
I can tell you what somebody orders as soon as they walk in the door, just about, so, yeah.
Well, good stuff. Well, I guess I should let you go back and do your thing. And if you have anything else you want to say, come find me, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Don't be thinking too hard.
She says, don't be thinking too hard.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm noticing about when I walked in the door, everybody is smiling. Everybody's laughing. Customers and staff. And again, I know there are days that it's not as much laughing and a little bit contentious. But this is a heck of a happy place.
It is. I love to come to work. I mean, and not many people can say they love to come to work. Everybody says, why aren't you retired? So what I do, I love to come to work.
What time do you get here in the morning?
Right now, I'm having some issues at home. I haven't been feeling very well. So I've been coming a little later. But I love to come in at 4:30 in the morning.
That's dedication, but it's necessary.
I lied. I leave the house at 4:30. I get here about 5:15.
Where do you live?
On the north side, but I piddle.
Okay. Well, you piddle around. All right. So you live.
Piddler.
Oh, you're a piddler.
I'm a piddler.
Okay.
Yeah. But Steve-O gets here earlier than I do.
Really?
Yeah, he gets here early. They can tell me I'm late, which I don't always follow the schedule, but I know how long it takes to get stuff done. Right. So if I'm a little late, I'm a little late. But those doors are still unlocked at 6, and the coffee's hot, and the oven's ready to go. So we got it going on.
Well, what do you do to piddle between 4:30 and getting to work if you're up north?
Drink coffee.
Okay.
Drink coffee. Talk on the phone. Just anything.
Take your time. Listen to the Savor of the Ozarks podcast. Right. Good answer.
No, see, my son lives, like we said, my son lives in a different time zone. So I will call him, like sometimes at 4:30 in the morning, talk to him on the phone because he's taking his breakfast, his lunch break or something. So, but I have 3 wonderful sons.
I was going to say, okay, how many? You've got three sons. Are the other 2?
One is a truck driver Joshua is a truck driver in North Dakota. Ick. Yeah. And the other lives in Portland, Oregon, him and his wife. And they love it there. Now that, I have to wait till later at night because that's a 2-hour. But that 2-hour change makes it hard to talk to somebody on the phone.
Yeah, you do have to kind of do the math on that and think to yourself, I want to text them right now. And then you go, oh, it's 3 a.m, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to bother them because the West Coast, it's different for sure. And then the other son, and North Dakota, same time zone. So, but I know you're proud of all your kids.
Oh, I'm very proud. I'm very proud of all my family. So I'm very blessed. I'm the youngest of 8 children. So,
really?
Yeah, and I am unfortunately having to miss my sister's 80th birthday party, which is tomorrow. Because I don't know what this weather's going to do. Brandon Beck is a liar sometimes.
Brandon, we love Brandon over at KY, but they all do the best they can to get the weather right. And I tell you what, he's real darn good at it. But you got to listen and make sure you don't want to get yourself in harm's way at all. Oh, and where's the birthday party?
Up in Iowa. And they've had a lot of snow and cold weather. So my sister forgives me as long as they come up before Christmas.
FaceTimer or something if you can. Do you try to get together with your kids and grandkids as much as you can during the holidays? Do they gather here or do you just have to separate it out and do the best you can?
I have to separate and do the best. Well, I don't get to see them because Josh lives in North Dakota. I was there in the summertime, and so I stayed there. And he has 4 children, so I was there to celebrate with them then. And I was going to go out to Portland, but once again, where they moved to out in the country is in a mountainous region. They get a lot of snow. Unpredictable weather. So I'm going to go there in the spring. And I just got back from visiting my son, Dan.
And Dan's the one in Austria.
Right. I was there for 2 weeks. So
That's when you did the Greece trip.
yeah, right. So now it's time to focus on work. And so that's what I'm doing. And family here.
Well, it really is like a family. I love this place. Everybody loves this place. A good friend of mine, Dave Davis, from over at Hillcrest High School, put on his Facebook that he was here. I think it was like yesterday or the day before.
Oh, really?
And
fun.
yeah, and I saw that and I was reminded that I had reached out to you.
Yeah.
And I think you were on your Greece trip. And I was like, I got to get back with Mary Lou.
Yeah, I'm so proud you came out.
I'm just delighted to have you on. While I've got you, tell me about dessert around this joint. What you got for dessert?
Today we're having a blackberry cobbler and peach cobbler. I made a pumpkin pie this morning. What else? Steve-O does the desserts. He wouldn't bring that up because he doesn't like to admit it. He makes fantastic brownies. Oh, he made a pineapple upside down cake this morning. Yeah.
So you just give him the leeway to make whatever he wants.
And I had a wonderful person that used to work here. Unfortunately, she isn't able to work here anymore. She used to make the best cream pies. And when I have time, I'm making cream pies. But I'm teaching Melvin, who's in back. You haven't met him. But he is going to be making the cream pies. And so far, he has made, I think 4 pies. And they've all turned out perfect. So I think he's going to be a great pie cooker, baker, cooker, whatever.
Whatever. We'll eat the pie. It doesn't matter. Do you think your customers over here might have something to say if I walked over? The people at the next table? Okay, here's me coming. Okay. Uh-oh, here she comes with the microphone. Okay, I've a couple of longtime customers here. Tell me your name.
I'm Phil Graft.
Phil and
Jody Graft.
Okay, so you've been coming here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, why do you keep coming back?
I love it here. I just love when you come in, sometimes everybody's all friendly and talk to each other. We've met people here and visit when we come in and go, hi, see them again. And I love that it's just a small, cozy, but it's historical. It reminds me of way back when, I love that.
It is kind of like walking back in time. So you were here for breakfast. What's your favorite?
I pretty much just have the basic, the classic morning breakfast: 2 eggs, 2 pieces of meat, and, either hash browns or hot cakes or whatever. I don't get fancy. It's just the basic stuff.
Well, it's stuff you could make at home, yet you come here to get it because you know what you're going to get.
I know what I'm going to get. The staff here is just ridiculously friendly. So, yeah. But
everybody's great. What about you?
I had a hamburger today for breakfast.
Good for you. I was going to say, if you really wanted a hamburger or some meatloaf, they'll do it for you.
Yeah, well, we were going to have breakfast, and I've wanted to have a hamburger here for a long time. I've not had one yet, and it was delicious. I said I would come back for a hamburger here. It was not greasy.
No. Phil's a Burgermeister.
And it was wonderful. Had little crispy edges and just really flavorful. So, thumbs up to the hamburgers here. Really good.
Okay, see, you learned something new. How many years have y'all been coming here?
okay, 5 maybe?
5, 6.
Yeah, and we live on the other side of town. So, for us to come across here, we're passing all kinds of restaurants to get here. Right. We live over by Glendale High School, so, this is the other side of town.
And 5 years is a good run, but in the grand scheme of it, you're kind of newcomers in a way. I mean, if you think about it, because some people have been coming here for 50 years.
I wouldn't say we're regulars, because I would say a regular would be here at least once a week, and we're not, but we love it when we get here.
Well, there's nothing says you can't come once a week. Do what?
We come every chance we get.
I don't blame you. Well, thank you for talking to me.
We're the Schweitzer together.
Oh, yeah, Schweitzer Methodist, right.
Yeah. So.
No longer Schweitzer Methodist.
Oh, I forget. It's been a minute, so.
I had a baby at that time.
Well, honey, my babies are 25 and 22. So I know. Thank God I'm not 25 years older. I always tell people, right?
I was 21. And I'm like, where did the time go?
So your oldest grandchild came along around the time my kids did. Yeah. You snap your fingers and boom. Have you brought the grandkids in here yet?
They all live far, far away.
Times change. We all get older. The kids get older. But a place like College Street Café just kind of brings you right back.
It does.
Right? To your youth, your childhood.
To my teenage years,
Yeah.
when I just told Phil, when we used to go on vacation with my mom and dad and my brother, everybody'd eat breakfast and I would order a hamburger at 8:30 in the morning and they'd let me have it. And so today I went, I'm having a hamburger.
I'm a teenager all over again. I know.
This time was a chocolate malt, which I used to do when I was younger.
You didn't get the malt well? You don't do malts? You don't do shakes? Okay.
We would love to be able to do that. Right now, we don't have space. And being I'm a historical building, I don't see that in our future.
This is not the biggest building in town. You know what I mean? It must be very efficient. Do what?
I wonder if we can get a seat when we come here, because it's always so full. You're sitting next to somebody, you start a conversation. It's really great. It really is.
Have you met people from outside of the country when you've been here?
No.
Oh, not yet? Okay, because you will meet people traveling Route 66 who come here from all over the globe.
That's cool. That's great. No, I haven't.
Well, stick around because today...
The best people to meet are the people right here in Springfield.
Yeah, she said it best. The best people are from right here in Springfield. But you do have a bus coming in later today that's going to have visitors from everywhere.
Momentarily. What time is it? I'm off.
10:21.
Yeah,
10:21.
They should be coming anywhere around 11. They'll be here.
Okay, well, maybe that's my cue to wrap this up.
I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me anything. Here we go. This is your chance. Lay it on me.
You know what? Why I love what I do?
Why?
Is food brings people together. And it brings memories. And like she remembered where she ate when she was a little girl.
Yeah.
She ate a malt and a hamburger. Food brings even a crabby person will smile when they're eating a cheeseburger. Right. It just makes people happy. And that's what I want. I love that. I love to see people just that joy.
That's the best way to say it. It's a happy.
It is a happy.
And I love to make people have good memories that they don't get to have often because people don't cook at home very often. But those memories of being together and eating, and it brings you talking about things you might have never talked about. Hopefully not politics, but anyway. Anyway, here we like to have fun, so come and see us. Thank you, Joy.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Mary Lou Meierotto. Mary Lou, thank you. I mean, this place is like this all day long, and I see a couple sitting at the counter, and you're going to need this booth. So I'm getting out of here. Girl, thank you so much.
Thank you. I've seen you on TV so much, and you're such a joy to watch on TV, but in person, it's even more delightful.
Well, that's why I like this audio podcast. I like to sit across from the person and look them right in the eye, lean in,
We had a good time.
We did have a good time.
Yes, thank you once again. Bye-bye, Joy.
Be sure to go to AroundTheOzarks.com to sign up for our daily newsletter where you can get every episode of Savor the Ozarks, plus all our other podcasts, events, and contests straight to your inbox. And what are your favorite dishes in the 417? You have any restaurants you'd like me to visit? Email me at joy@AroundTheOzarks.com.